I found my childhood Sega Master System 2 while cleaning at my mum's. I see we tried to sell it at a garage sale for $5 once. I have a feeling it doesn't work. Look at all those games that I didn't own. There's one aftermarket controller and one original controller. The D-pad seems a bit loose. It connected to the TV with a coaxial cable, and this box would switch between the TV and the Sega. The power supply is 9 volts and 1 amp, but the Sega itself only uses half an amp. Alex Kidd was the free built-in game. We must have got this after the Mega Drive had come out. It's super dusty, so I'll give it a wipe over before testing it out. Thanks to today's sponsor, PCBWay, who are currently running their 6th Project Design Contest, sponsored by Mouser Electronics. With electronic or mechanical themes to choose from, there are great prizes to be won for both. Even if you're not up to entering, it's fun to check out all of the other submissions people have made. Of course, if you are keen on electronics and engineering, PCBWay have got you covered for all the parts you need, from circuit boards to CNC machining. They can help make your idea a reality. PCBWay, prototype the easy way. There's no indicator light on the console, so the only way to know if it's working is when you get a picture. And nothing comes up. So I checked the power supply and the voltage is 13 volts instead of the rated 9. The power brick might be broken. I'll use my benchtop power supply and set it to 9 volts and connect it using a DC plug, making sure to connect center negative. The power supply shows a normal amp draw when the console switched on. Let's check the antenna switch to make sure it's working. As soon as I open it up, I'm flooded with memories of me and my brother trying to fix this thing by crudely wrapping the copper wire around the contact. These are supposed to be connected. This box isn't necessary if you're not using a TV aerial, but I want to fix it anyway. I think this is how it's supposed to be connected. Unfortunately, it didn't pick up any analog picture. I think what I really needed to do was manually scan for the analog channel, but for some reason this was greyed out on my TV. So I stole my housemate's TV. He can watch The Bachelor later. This TV could be manually tuned. And with the little back of the TV tuning as well, I was able to get a good picture. The controller is super stiff and unresponsive. I'm having to press so hard on the D-pad that I'm getting indents in my thumb.
Get it working?
Yeah!
Sweet.
Okay, now that I've got it tuned in, I'll try the Sega power supply again. Still nothing. Let's open up the console first, just to check everything. This doesn't look like it's caused any issue. I'll test the voltage coming into the console. Who can spot what Josh is doing wrong first? The leads keep sparking when I'm trying to test the voltage. I'm so confused. Pro tip, make sure your leads are plugged in correctly after using them for measuring amps.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. No wonder it's sparking. Absolute moron.
Okay, there's 13 volts coming into the console, but when I turn it on, the voltage drops to 11 volts. And it's drawing the same 300 milliamps as my benchtop PSU. And once it reaches the voltage regulator, it's 10 volts. And coming out of the regulator is the correct 5 volts. Turns out the power brick is supposed to output 13 volts, as it's an unregulated power supply, and the voltage drops to the advertised 9 volts when under load. But it still doesn't work. Maybe the capacitor has gone bad, and there's too much ripple. So I read that you can use petrol to open up power bricks, by dripping some along the seam and then breaking them open. Half an hour of petrol huffing later, I came to the realization that this brick doesn't have a seam, and it's been plastic welded closed. So I siphoned my gas tank for nothing. Time to get destructive. The capacitor tested fine. I don't know what's wrong with this power supply, but I ordered a modern replacement for only $18. Which is center negative and suitable for the Master System. Alright, let's see what's wrong with this controller. These contacts don't look too bad. I've never seen foam inside a controller before. This looks like it's dead. I'll give all the contacts a good clean with isopropyl alcohol. And use an eraser to clean the gold contacts on the board. I'll replace the D-pad foam. This is just some packaging foam from something. I experimented with a few different types and this seemed the best. The controller feels great now.